everybody, this is Sherry, and I just wanted to do a quick haul video, which normally I don't do haul videos very often, but I really wanted to show you what I got and then something I made to help me with what I got. And so during Black Friday, Scrapping Cottage was having some really good sales, and I had been wanting all of these forest peaker friends. I'll zoom in a little more, I know it's hard to see, and I had been wanting them for quite a while. So the price was super good during Black Friday and I just couldn't pass it up. So this is the first one I got, and this one's called Moose and Squirrel. Now you do not get the log and the stump with this, you get the moose and the squirrel. And that's what that looks like back there. Look at the nice head on that moose, he's so pretty. And I got the lion and the monkey. And again, these are really nice size. I like that, they're going to be perfect for some of the little peeker cards that I want to do. And then we've got forest peekers, deer and rabbit. And the rabbit's cool. I can't really tell for sure, but I'm guessing it's this part right here. See, he comes with a little booty. So he's not just the head, he's actually like the whole bunny there. So I like that. The next was Forest Peekers, Beaver and Dog. Look at the doggy. I love little critters. Die, stamps, I don't care what they are, I love them. And so this is the little beaver and dog. Now here is the bear and the owl. And I'm not sure if she still has her sale going on, but I will check, and what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description box so you guys can go look, because I do know that she has some that are on sale because she's discontinuing some. So she's got really good prices on those as well. So here's the bear and the owl. Next is the fox and the raccoon. And again, they have the little body that goes with them, which I like that a lot. And, you know, for the, I think it's probably the same piece. Yeah, here it is. That would be the same piece for the fox and the raccoon, just different colors. And then I got the tree stump and the log that they are all shown with here at the bottom. I got those, and I know that there are like a bazillion things, and ignore the dirt. It's not dirt, it's ink on my hands. I was playing with some markers. But I know I can use these for a lot of other scenes. So this was just like a perfect addition to any crafting where you do little critters. You could put, you know, stamp one out, color him up here, and then slide the log up under him so he's sitting on it and things like that. So that, you know, it doesn't have to just be with die cuts. You can put a stamped image up here and it would still be just as cute. And then here is the other one. I have wanted this forever. And it's Noah's Ark. And let's see, approximate assembled size is 3.6 by 3.7. And I put off getting it because I thought, oh my gosh, those pieces are going to be so tiny. And I'll flip it over here so you can kind of see. Here's the, look, there's the little hippo. There's the little bear, there's the little monkey, I mean my fingers cover them up, there's the ostrich, the fox, the little elephant, the giraffe. I mean, I'm thinking that's a monkey, I could be wrong, I think that's, I don't know what all of them are yet, but I'll figure it out. And so I was like, you know, I've got to do something, because there's just no way I can, you know, do all of this without some help. And I love Noah's Ark. It's one of my favorite stories in the Bible. And I always spend You know, that's one of the ones I share with kids a lot, and I like to send, I've always liked to have sent Noah's Ark cards, and this is the first die cut Noah's Ark I've ever gotten, so I'm really excited. And here's what I made to help me. Let me zoom you out here a little bit so you can see. And this is my version, and I call it a magnetic sticky board. And here's one of, this was something I was playing with, and it just stuck there and I left it. And here's what you need for the board. You need to use the Glad Press and Seal, and it has to be this because this is the sticky. But I mean, it's not so sticky that it leaves any residue. I mean, you can see I'm sticking it, pulling it off. There's, you know, there's nothing on it. See? So, I mean, it's really great. As a matter of fact, you can see here where I put some tiny little Christmas bulbs and colored them on. I cut them out in white, and then I colored them red and yellow and blue so that I didn't have to try to hold it down with my tweezers, which was what I was doing in the past. And then flip it over. And here's where I taped down my pieces. Now this was my first one, and I realized that I had made an error in making it this way, because now all of my tape is going to go onto, excuse me, onto my magnet. And I didn't really want that, but I wanted something in the event that I was, let me open one, you know, that I was working with some dies and I had out, you know, more than 1 or 2 dies. I get really nervous that I'm going to end up, you know, accidentally losing them into the trash. Well, ta-da! They stick. So when I'm not, you know, cutting this one out, I can stick it here. And when I'm done cutting this one out, if I haven't gotten a chance to put it away, I can stick it back here. So I was really tickled with this. And so I really, sorry about that, guys. I was really happy with this, and I'm going to tell you what I use so that I can try to explain this the best I can. It starts with, now what I did was I went and I picked up this, I'll do that in a minute. I picked up this real thick, can you see how thick that piece of white foam is? It's not like the standard, I'm looking to see if I have any on my desk, but it's not like the standard stuff that we put underneath our cards, okay? This is a lot thicker. And then I measured this out. I went and I got plexiglass. You can see it right here. I got plexiglass so that it would match the size of the foam. And then I used some really thick or really chunky double-sided tape. This is 2 inches. So I knew this was not going to come off. It's not going to go anywhere. So I put that down on the plexiglass on this part right here, and then attached the foam sheet to it. Once I did that, then I flipped it over and I took one of the magnetic sheets that you get from the hardware store, their register vent covers, and I cut it down to the size that I thought I needed. Now, like I said, I've realized since then that I shouldn't have made it quite as big, and I believe I cut it down to 7.5 in length, like a 5x7. That's what I did. I cut the magnet to a 5x7 and put it on the other ones that I made, because that way when they fold over their Glad Press and Seal, it'll go on the plexiglass, which I think would be easier to clean than when it gets on your magnet. And then all you have to do is fold your edges over, tape them down. Now I have found that I should have wrapped it from, let me zoom out here a little bit, guys, sorry. I should have wrapped it from this end to that end instead of going across, because then it would have covered the entire board. But since I had this on and it's still sticky, I'm going to use it this way. But when I go to, you know, to change it, and when it becomes, you know, less sticky or whatever, then I will, you know, I'll put the Glad press and seal the other way. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to stay sticky. What I can tell you is that I did this probably 2 weeks ago, and I left the Glad press and seal just the way it was with the sticky side up, and I sat it on the shelf. I've got pets, so, you know, there's pet hair, but, you know, I mean, not necessarily on the board, but there's pet hair in my house, but I mean, it's still sticky. I was worried that, you know, leaving it sit would, you know, get rid of the stickiness, and I'd have to replace it every time, but I don't, and I like that because that makes it even more reasonable and easy to do. And instead of trying to, what I did in the past, you know, was hold down little pieces like this with my tweezers. And instead of doing that now, you know, holding it like this and trying to collar it, you know, all I've got to do is collar it up. And now, if I needed a black star, which I don't, but that was the marker I had, there it is. And this is here. Now, these were my alcohol markers. They dried immediately, did not smear at all. But this is a different kind of pen, but it's not coming off on my finger or anything now. So, and I might have even been able to use, if you don't use alcohol markers, which dry, you know, really fast, you might even be able to use like a wipey if you needed to. But now there will be no more chasing tiny little pieces around for me, because I am so tickled with this. And if I tried to explain it the best I could, but if for some reason it's not right, you know, and you don't understand, you know, let me know, and I will try to do a, sorry about that. I will try to do a, you know, a different video showing you how I put it together, but it's, you know, it really is pretty self-explanatory. And you can see, here's the magnet right here. Here's the plexiglass right here. Here's the foam right there. And then here's the Glad press and seal right there. And so, and you can get it, I mean, you don't have to get it the size I got it, but because I love to work with Cottage Cuts dies, and there are a lot of tiny pieces, I knew that I needed something a little bigger. You know, you may not need something this big. You know, maybe a 5x7 piece would be all you would need, and that would be perfect for you. So, you know, think about what your needs are, you know, how often you would work with this and things like that, and how many times, you know, how many little pieces you might have out at a time. And if it's not a lot, then, you know, a 5x7 might be just perfect for you. So you do it, measure it, and do it based off of your needs and how it works for you. But this is what works for me. And there's my magnet. Now I love that. That's like, because I'm always worried sick that I'm going to end up chucking some of my dies into the trash. But so that's it, guys. Super quick, super easy, short, sweet, and fast little haul. And I will put a link in the description box below so that you can go over to Cottage Cuts and check out what she has and see if she has any more you know, I think her Black Friday is over, those deals, but I know she still has some that she's retiring that still have really good prices on them. So, all right, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to show you my haul and my quick new tool to help me manage all the little pieces. I hope that you liked this video. Remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, guys, and happy crafting. Bye. Merry Christmas. It's December. I can say it now. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. I sing horrible, so I'll stop now. Merry Christmas to you. Bye.